right. Good morning and welcome. Thank you for being here. Today, for the first time ever, Springfield Inner City Older Neighborhoods is recommending Springfield municipal candidates for election. We will be recommending candidates for mayor, city treasurer, city clerk, and alderman races. Springfield ICON is a group of neighborhood leaders who work together to improve the quality of life in older neighborhoods in Springfield. An improved quality of life in older neighborhoods will raise the quality of life in all neighborhoods in Springfield. The resulting absence of blight, increased attractiveness to visitors and to potential residents, increased tax revenue, inner city economic development, and city pride are good for the entire city. ICON focuses on responsible property ownership, a cleaner Springfield, neighborhood-friendly zoning, infrastructure maintenance, neighborhood revitalization, and visionary city leadership. ICON promotes public policy changes that benefit Springfield. ICON attends city council meetings and tracks key votes on key issues. ICON evaluates city leaders and candidates on their record and on their promises. Springfield ICON has been preparing for this election nearly as long as the candidates have been. We've hosted conversations with mayoral candidates last year. We held a public forum for aldermanic candidates in January. We've talked to other candidates since then, and we recently evaluated responses to our aldermanic survey. We thank all candidates for their willingness to share their ideas and vision with us and their willingness to run for public office and to serve the citizens of Springfield. All it takes is 6 votes for an improved quality of life in Springfield. And ICON believes that our recommended candidates will provide the visionary leadership that Springfield needs. For Ward 1 Alderman, we recommend T. Ray McJunkins. For Ward 2 Alderman, we recommend Herman Senior. For Ward 3 Alderman, we recommend Alderman Doris Turner, who's been instrumental in promoting ICON issues on the City Council. For Ward 4 Alderman, we recommend Dave Varner. For Ward 5, Alderman ICON membership expressed even support for Alderman Sam Canman and Andrew Proctor. For Ward 6, we recommend Alderman Corey Jobe, who's been a tireless promoter of ICON issues and a visionary city leader in redevelopment. In Ward 7, we recommend Michael Higgins. In Ward 8, we recommend Ernie Slotag. For Ward 9 Alderman, we recommend Jim Donlin. And for Ward 10 Alderman, we recommend Phil Childs. For City Treasurer, we recommend Misty Busher. For City Clerk, we recommend Rianne Hawkins. And finally, for Mayor, we recommend Jim Langfelder. We're Springfield ICON, and on April 7th, we ask you to support our recommended candidates to make a difference to the city of Springfield.
Can you give us an idea of your voting strength as a block?
We represent many of the older neighborhoods in Springfield, and so we represent a fairly wide variety of neighborhoods and interests.
Some of these candidates represent the outer city and newer neighborhoods. What can they do to bolster your group's interests?
I think one of the things that we look for in candidates is a willingness to look at what's good for the entire city and not just for their ward. And so we look for candidates with a vision for the entire city who are willing to look at the bigger picture and what's good for Springfield down the road.
How did you end up with one going to be your support?
Well, that's a really good question. I was surprised at that myself, and I think it represents the diversity of the neighborhoods that we represent. We represent neighborhoods who are mostly residential, Enos Park, for example, and we represent neighborhoods who are mostly commercial corridors, like MacArthur Boulevard. And so I think the more interesting thing is that we spoke as one on 12 races out of 13, and the even more important thing is that we speak as one when it comes to the issues, and we have a long-term commitment against these issues and for particular issues for Springfield. And so we have come together as one voice to address these long-term very serious issues in Springfield that need to be addressed.
I don't think when this was touched it, was it a vote? How did that
Yes,
process?
it was.
Of all your members or of like a board?
Of all the members who were eligible to vote.
And how many people is that?
I am not.
Any idea?
No.
I mean, 100 or 10?
We have approximately 40 members who are eligible for this vote.
And who are they? Are they all from certain neighborhoods or?
They're from a variety of neighborhoods throughout Springfield.
Part of the leadership groups of each neighborhood association?
We have individual members. We are not the official representatives of any neighborhood associations, and so it's voluntary membership for various members of those organizations and people who are just active in cleaning up their neighborhoods.
What constitutes eligibility? You mentioned these members were eligible to vote. How were they eligible?
They were members of ICON and they paid their dues.
Okay. And are they from all over the city? Can they be from
Yes,
like Ward
yes.
10? Or?
Yep.
Okay.
We have members from all over
And
the
what
city.
is the kind of legal status of this organization? Nonprofits can't endorse.
Right.
What are you that allows you to endorse?
We are a political action committee.
And are you giving any money to these candidates also?
We are not.
Do you have any money?
Looking at your endorsements, you're looking at almost a brand new city council, mayor and all. See Doris Turner, Alderman Turner, Canman is also giving some support. Is that good for the city to have a complete changeover of our city council?
I think ICON may be of the opinion that some new voices, some fresh voices, and more importantly, voices with a vision for Springfield, with a long-term vision for Springfield is an important part. And I don't think we looked at new versus old. We looked at what we thought was good for the older neighborhoods and for Springfield as a whole.
Why Langfelder over Palazzolo?
I think that he expressed a depth of knowledge about the issues, and he's been a long-time supporter of ICON.
You have mostly, but not entirely, the same people in the Democratic Party endorsed. Is there anything partisan to this organization? How do you view that?
There's absolutely nothing partisan about this organization. We have representatives from both far left, far right, and we all we joke about that, and we all get along pretty amazingly well. And what brings us together are the issues that unite us.
If this group were to be victorious and come together in the city council, what do you want to see them tackle first? What's the top priority for you?
I'm not sure I know the answer to that question. We have a multitude of issues that we address all at one time, and I think landlord registration would be one of them. Cleaning up the city, garbage, getting garbage picked up. Our members do a lot of picking up of garbage, and we would like to see that addressed. Problem properties. The city's done a great job at demolishing problem properties. We'd like to see some of those properties developed and into private hands.
So you want landlords of rental units, rental houses to have to register with the city? Yeah, Mr. Calzola said that the other day. Is Langfelder on board too? Or do you know?
I don't know for
Okay.
sure.
And garbage, do you want the garbage fees on CWLP goes along?
We'd like to have that, yes. I think that the most important issue for us is that garbage gets picked up, and we see that as the city's responsibility to pick up garbage.
Is this the first time ICON has, I guess the first election cycle ICON has endorsed?
Yes, it is.
And are there any other groups like you guys in town in terms of neighborhood coalition, I guess?
There are groups that are neighborhood coalitions. I think most of them are nonprofits, and so I believe that we are fairly unique in the ability to recommend candidates. And so this is the first time we've done that, and we're very proud to be doing that today.
Could we see the aldermanic candidates show of hands who's willing to step up on CWLP, donate for trash? Not all of them.
Hold up your hand and we'll try to figure it out.
How about landlord registration? Who's in favor of that?
Carol.
Okay.
If you remember,
Say that again, please.
Carol. Needler, K-N-E-E-D-L-E-R. I live in Ward 6 now. I was in Ward 7 before, so now I'm in Ward 6.
And what is your position?
I'm the chair. These people think they're waiting to get in.
I'm sorry, your first name is again?
Carol.
Carol.
Theoretically, you'll have to work with these people. So, the worst case scenario, if your voice can't choose to how do you think they'll handle that?
I look forward to working with whoever gets elected, and all of ICON has worked with candidates on over the years, and we will work with whoever gets elected. But certainly, we hope our candidates.
raining.
Yes.
Steve was right.